Professionally, I am a martial artist as well as an actress, stunt person, and producer.
She has many titles in her name, but for this interview, I wanted to focus on how she got started in Taekwondo, and let me say, she is quite the interesting story.
Oh, what made me get into Taekwondo? I got married, I moved out to Seattle, and literally the first week I went outside to check the mail, and there was a man in my car. And so I went out to him and I said, "Excuse me, sir, you're in my car." Because where I grew up, we're not used to locking our cars or leaving the doors open and everything. Um, so anyway, I went up to him and I said, "Excuse me, sir, you're in my car." And he says, "I'm not in your car." I said, "Yeah, you're in my car." And he was just like playing with all the gadgets and everything. And at that time, we lived on a hill. So, making a long story short, this was like a 2 or 3 hour process, but I was trying to get him out. And my husband was in the house working, and he was playing with the emergency brake. And he put the emergency brake, and the car started rolling down the hill. So I leaned across, tried to pull up the emergency brake, and he punched me right in the face. He punched me right in the face, and I'm yelling for my Joe, "Joe, come on out!" And so finally, your dad comes out, and he puts a cinder block in front of the wheel to hold it.
After this encounter, she realized she was no longer in a small town but in a big city and wanted to learn to defend herself and be able to teach others. Dangerous situations happen everywhere, and for Lisa, this encounter is what started her career. She had one thing to say.
Honestly, how I got into martial arts was being hit by an 80-year-old guy. Not a typical story.